Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a doctor in the house? Oh, wait, we got three of them. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Judson here with the Spectrum Horde. Hope everybody's having a great day. We just got Dr. Mindbender in the Retro Cardback version, so I figured we'd just do a little unboxing, just get him out of the package, compare him to the other two Dr. Mindbenders that I have. Of course, this is the original from way back in the day, complete, and of course his Cobra logo on the back is still in very, very good shape. So we're going to see how the Retro Cardback mimics this one's looks and whatnot. Now over here is the original that G.I. Joe Classified Hasbro released a couple of years ago. In the box here as an exclusive, I guess. I guess a lot of people lost out on that, and it's a good thing they've got this out because I'd rather pay this than aftermarket price for this. But so we'll compare all three of these. Let's see which one of the classified line that we like better as compared to the original that we know is the best and always will be the best. You can't beat the 3 3/4 G.I. Joes. The memories that come with it are irreplaceable. So without further ado, let's switch the camera around and get these guys under the camera and show you the differences. Okay, first, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging real quick before we get him out. Of course, we see basically the same artwork that was on the original from long years ago. Looking pretty good. A little dark for my taste. It actually looks like it's just printed darker. To me, it should be a little lighter, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But here we see the figure, what all he comes with, his little weapons. We got a hose that's way back in here. But in the package, he's looking fairly cool. And on the back, of course, we got your typical file card. We know that he is the master of mind control, and he was an orthodontist at one point, but we can talk about his history a little later. Let's just go ahead and get him out. And of course, right out of the packaging, we see that we get the standard G.I. Joe Classified Cobra logo figure stand there with a couple of pegs. We've got these little blasters here. I'm not even going to attempt to describe what these are, but it's your world. Just use your imagination. It is what you want it to be. But I love the way that this is black with a silver paint. Looks pretty good. We got another blaster here. Interesting looking design with the silver and the black. Loving that. And then, of course, we got a little looks like this might be some kind of injector, if I have to say so. That's what I'm going to call it. Some kind of injector. Looks like it'd be some kind of serum that he would put there and just inject the person. So that's kind of neat. And then, of course, we've got a pistol, just a regular pistol, looks like. And then some kind of container, I guess for some kind of bio, I don't know, some kind of bioweapons thing. I don't know, but a lot of these will just connect to the hose here that comes with it, and we could just pop that in on this side. It looks like we might be able to pop it in on the top as well, so whichever way your imagination wants to go with that. And it just simply attaches to the back of the weapons, just like so. Now, all in all, just like the original G.I. Joe Classified that came out. Now, of course, his weapons are a lot different. I'm not going to go into pulling all of those out, but you can see that this one from a couple years back did come with a different kind of blaster type of gun. So the cape, you can see it's got this sheen on it, is a different kind of fabric on this one. Now, the Retro Cardback is basically the same figure. Just being honest, he is the same figure. There's not much difference between this guy between this one and the other. The cape is a different material, and of course we get the Cobra logo on the back. So I'm already loving this more than this one just because of the logo. It looks really nice. As far as his articulation, let's just go ahead and look at that real quick before we do a side-by-side comparison. We got full head rotation. He can look down. He can look up. It's pretty good. We can get his arms out. We've got the typical butterfly joints there, bicep swivel, your double elbow joints, also wrist swivel. We got torso bend. There we go. He can really bend it over, and he can lean back pretty good as well, even with these suspenders, as I call them. And as far as his, we got typical thigh swivel. Also, we can get his legs up. We can get him out. He's very flexible. I like this right out of the package. Uh, double knee joints. There we go. And we do not have any shin swivel, or do we? Yes, we do. Right there above the boot. And good articulation in the ankles. That's very, very nice. The detail on the figure is superb, in my opinion. Love the look. Let's get a closer look on this face. That is one menacing looking guy. Love the monocle. I guess that's what, if I'm saying that right. That looks great. Love the silver detail on his outfit. That is absolutely beautiful. And I'm just going to be very careful with my little original G.I. Joe. We'll compare him first. Take a look at this guy. Basically, almost an exact mimic of this figure. Of course, we don't have as much detail there on the forearm, above the hands, but that's all right. I like the added features here, the details to it. Of course, we got a bicep strap going across there. Uh, the outfit is pretty much spot on. We've got the silver belt buckle there, or a buckle there for the holster also, which, there, it's a nice holster on him, and it's detailed even with the silver. That is nice. You don't see that a lot on a lot of the figures. And then, of course, the silver across the top of the boot. You can see that there. And of course, now this is kind of interesting. We get more detail on the original figure than we did on this one, but that's okay. This is lifelike. I like this. This looks really good. Now, compared to the first one from a couple of years ago, now the silver is darker on this. It's not as bright as the Retro Cardback. We got a kind of a different kind of hue on the purple. Same with the pants. You could tell that it's brighter on the Retro. I'm loving the Retro a whole lot more than the exclusive, I guess you could call it. Now, I will say one flaw is if you look at the monocle, the one on the left, the one from a couple of years ago, is a lot better. But it may just be this one. It may just be this one here. The skin tone is a little different, which is good. But all in all, this is the exact same figure, just a repaint. We get the same kind of detail on the holster, on the buckles, everything there, except for here on the boot. Uh, we get the silver accents on the boot with the retro, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm loving this one. This has got to be my favorite Dr. Mindbender out of the G.I. Joe Classified line. He just looks a whole lot better. Looks so much more like the original from way back in the day. He's just an absolute godsend to my collection. Loving this guy. I love the fact that this cape is just a different fabric, and it seems like it flows a lot easier than the other. And of course, a problem. I didn't have this problem on mine, but a lot of people were having a problem with the black from the cape rubbing off onto the actual skin tone on the figure. Folks, if I don't think it's going to happen with this. This is perfectly clean. I don't think it's going to happen with the retro cardback version. I think they've fixed it. I think they've chosen the appropriate fabric to go on this figure, and it just looks absolutely awesome. What are your thoughts? Let us know what you think about the new Dr. Mindbender retro cardback version. Let us know. Give us a like and subscribe down, and let us know what you think in the comments below. Have a great day.